Hey folks, Lever here once again. Welcome back to another Batman video. Hope you all enjoyed my review of Batman vs. Two-Face. Sorry. Last weekend, on Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed that. Welcome back to another Batman review. Hope everyone had a good week. I'm going to try to do some more Batman reviews this week. I was going to see Ant-Man, but I'm not so sure about it because the movie that I want to do right now, the price is kind of crazy, and I'm not really, I've heard mixed reviews on the movie, but, still, it's a maybe. Or, I just continue my Batman reviews, because there's some Batman other movies that I want to review this weekend. And, of course, there's some trailer videos, reaction videos I want to do, too, so. But anyway, tonight I'm reviewing. This was back in 1972 when this came out. This is when Batman teamed up with Scooby-Doo and a gang, and that, of course, this was part of my childhood. I had this on VHS, and, Scooby-Doo was also part of my childhood. I love Scooby-Doo as well. I've done Scooby-Doo animated reviews on my channel. That is Scooby-Doo meets Batman. I think this was part of the New Adventures of Scooby-Doo, because Scooby-Doo came out, I think, 1968 or 69, the animated show Scooby-Doo, where even of course, the show became popular. Scooby-Doo became very popular. Kind of just like Batman, and with that, in the 70s, they came out of the show where he would team up with celebrities, and, of course, Batman and Robin were the celebrities he teamed up with, and then you have the Joker and the Penguin, so, this was definitely part of my childhood. I wasn't born, of course, when this was out, but, I had it on VHS when I was a kid. When I saw this, I got to review this for my Batman marathon. I know you don't say Scooby-Doo, but, Scooby-Doo meets Batman, so I figured it'd be a fun little review to do, so, and hopefully not that long, so I'll get to it. Yeah. It consists of 2 episodes from Hanna-Barbera's, the new Scooby-Doo movies, the new Scooby-Doo movies, I'm sorry. And it's 2 episodes, and you have the Dynamic Scooby-Doo Affair and the Cape Crusader, and for the special features, you do have some of that on here. You have It's No Joke Game, Velma Dinkley music video, Mystery Inc. yearbook, Get the Picture How to Draw Scooby-Doo, Get the Picture How to Draw Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase music video. Yeah. This is basically what this is about. This is where Scooby-Doo and the gang team up with Batman and Robin to try to capture Joker and the Penguin, who have some actual evil plans, and they must, of course, thwart them and work together to stop them. These crossovers episode later inspired an actual feature-length movie, Scooby-Doo, Batman Brave and the Bold. Yeah. But for the voice cast, you have Casey Kasem as Shaggy Rogers, Don Misick as Scooby-Doo, Oli Soul as Batman, Heather North as Stephanie Blake, Nicole Schaff as Velma Dinkley, Frank Welker as Fred Jones. I think Casey Kasem also voiced Robin. Yes, he did voice Robin. Okay, yeah. Ted Knight voiced the Penguin. Larry Storch, he voiced the Joker. Okay, so that's your voice cast there. We're going to talk about the episodes. First, I'll talk about the Dynamic Scooby-Doo Affair. This episode starts up with Scooby-Doo and Mr. Inc. They're driving one night and Mr. Inc. Hits like a bump or whatever, like a rock. And they pretty much see the plan. The gang figures, let's just help them out, gang. And of course, they see some people doing something suspicious. Like you could say, smuggling. They follow the truck to an abandoned house. The truck drives there. The gang investigate. And, there are moments where Scooby and Shaggy, that's always funny. Because they're scared all the time. They're in the woods and Scooby and Shaggy are just, oh, let's get out of here. Scooby, uh-oh, They find that the house is not deserted. They hide because someone's coming in. Of course, it's Batman and Robin. They said they were in Gotham City when they saw a plane flew over. Something was suspicious about it. Someone was smuggling, so they followed it there in the Batmobile. Then they meet a housekeeper named Mrs. Baker. Batman and Robin said they had been investigating the smuggling operation. And they figured, they investigate more because Scooby plays with this toy clown over Punchy's head. And you find it's counterfeit money because Abraham Lincoln didn't wear a cufflink or something like that. He did not, I believe, in real life. But, yeah. They return to the house. They find out it's just gone, disappeared. And the Batmobile has also been stolen. Batman and Robin, on the advice of the mystery gang, decide to go to the gang because Batman told them, that they have a tracking device in the Batcave for the Batmobile just in case somebody steals it. But they have to drive the mystery machine. But Batman and Robin have to blindfold the gang. And he's like, Batman says, don't worry, Shaggy. We all have bat milk and bat cookies. And Shaggy's like, bat milk? Yeah. And they investigate. They find out that the Batmobile is at an amusement park in front of the Batman exhibit. They decide to go investigate Scooby and Shaggy, want to be in the Batmobile. Scooby's like playing around, he's driving the Batmobile. And they look up and they see, Joker and Penguin staring at him. They're hunting, they're in this haunted house, walk through, Batman and Robin go through it, they investigate. They get shot by Joker and Penguin in a pit. Even though Batman, of course, Robin's not scared, of course, it's Batman. But, Batman does say some pointy lines in here, so there's Robin. This was a time, before you had Tim Burton's Batman, even, like I said, this was 1972. This is a time where Batman was corny, maybe cheesy. This is before he got back to his darkest, this was the time when you had the 60s Adam West show, so, and before you had Tim Burton's Batman, and before you had, Frank Miller's Batman comic, The Dark Knight Returns. This was way before that, so Batman was cheesy and campy at this time. So he does say some pointy lines in here, like I said. Joe was like, it's me, dynamic dunderheads. I got you in a trap, and he traps Batman and Robin in this pit. The mystery decided to follow. He separates them from Fred, Daphne, and Velma. They hold hands like with this monster toy or whatever, this monster, and it makes them run away. Shaggy and Scooby get caught in a room that's a movie, that's a full trap that sends them down to shoot, and they're just tired and running. Velma wanders off and bumps into Shaggy, loses her glasses. Joker and Penguin dress up in skeleton costumes to try and scare the gang, but Scooby sees them as skeletons like bones, and Scooby chases them, and eventually lands them. He lands them right to the pit where Batman and Robin are, and they get caught. But they find that Batman, Joker and Penguin were involved in this scheme, but they weren't the masterminds behind it. It's this masked man, this masked figure that, yeah. But the real culprit, was like, has a purple coat or whatever, or something like that. And, the gang end up in this yard or whatever to investigate, and they get killed by this, culprit almost, tries to crush Scooby and Shaggy in the court. They get out. Scooby and Shaggy, you find out the house flips. But they chase the cloak figure full of toys, and they eventually, they have a chase. Of course, this is typical Scooby-Doo. They chase all this mayhem's going on. Robin saves Daphne, They do a little acrobat, because remember Dick Grayson was an acrobat before he became Robin. But eventually they catch the culprit. They say, "Where's that poor lady, Mr. Baker?" "Miss Baker right here." And of course Mrs. Baker, the nice little lady, it was her the whole time. And, Batman thanking Scooby for saving the day. Scooby gets a bunch of bat cookies. And the gang just laughs, and that's the end of that episode. Okay. Alright, as for the next episode, the last one, is Cape Crusader Caper. The premise of this is about that the gang meet up with Batman and Robin once again for a second time. While out camping, they join forces to try and foil the Joker and the Penguin's attempts to steal Professor Flaky's flying suit. So that's the premise of this episode. It opens up at night in the forest. Scooby, Shaggy's talking about that he wants a piece. I miss Casey Kasem. He was really great with Shaggy. I mean, I like Matthew Lillard, but, Casey Kasem will always be, the voice of Shaggy to me. He was always the legendary Shaggy. He just had a great voice, He talks about wanting a pizza or something like that. And Fred's like, "Jeepers, who would eat pizza here tonight?" He says, so Shaggy's like, "I would." And Janet says, "Okay. But you gotta get firewood." Scooby is grabs the antlers of a deer. Then they hear noises, and it's the Joker and the Penguin kidnapping Professor Flaky. Professor Flaky, he has a speech impediment where he says things the wrong way. And all the characters have to miscorrect him all the time. Which is funny. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo make noise though while trying to get away. Joker and Penguin hear it, and they see that, they see the campsite smoke, so that someone's there. The Joker tells Penguin to escort them out, to get the professor to their lair, while he takes care of the campers, scares them. Scooby and Shaggy end up getting caught in a cage. But, of course, it's Batman and Robin in their Batcopter. Scooby and Shaggy and Batman and Robin, they go back to the Mystery Inc. telling the Mystery Inc. that, it was Professor Fagley who was disappeared from his home back in Gotham and was last seen entering the woods, the Joker and the Penguin, that they went to steal this flying suit of his, probably to either commit crimes or make money off of it. And they decided to help him, so they try to, see if they can investigate some clues and, help find Joker and Penguin, and to, light up the core like a bat signal to get their attention. And advise them to be careful of Joker and Penguin. Shaggy remembers that he saw a cave earlier. But they figured, no, it's not a cave. That Shaggy, you're wrong, nobody lives here, only a simple-minded fool would. Shaggy's like, of course, like I said. Fred says, a simple-minded fool. A simple-minded fool. But, Shaggy trips on the rock, and there's a doorway through it, and the rest of the gang go eventually through. But on the way there, they find this large block blocking the road. They decide to move it. they have this dryad who is actually the Joker in disguise. Excuse Scooby and Shaggy. That film imagination is right in front of our faces. And they run. Scooby ends up in the log, hiding in it, but I noticed in the game they toss the log in the water. Shaggy stays behind to help, and the dryad, Joker in disguise scares him. And then Scooby and Shaggy just swim away. Then you have this friendish troll who is actually the penguin in disguise. When you go across this bridge, they can there's a roller down there where they can move it. It sends them back to camp and what is going on here? Batman and Robin does do it for them. The circle does not. It doesn't serve wrong because they've been in the back copter that somebody's up to something. And of course they already know it's Joker and Penguin. Batman and Robin do. Joker and Penguin ask Flaky about his new invention. Penguin wants to be subtle. The Joker, who is getting impatient, just, says, where is it? And he lies to him. Tell him it's here, but if it was really here, which I'll mention later. Penguin and Joker decide to use their disguise to scare Shaggy and Scooby in the bridge by, Penguin dressing up like the troll and scaring them, and then Joker just rolling it and then running back to him every now and then, and that's pretty funny. Then Scooby realizes it too and spins it around so that the gang get in the car and get out. But I do like moments though where, Batman says, of course we will save that crazy boy and his dog. We respect that, But, after the bridge is down, the gang decide to go, into the cave to investigate for themselves. Joker and Penguin have good fun. They remove their monster disguises, but they, they see the potential to investigate, to evade capture by Batman and Robin. He tells them that's at the Gotham Hills at Archive Factory before the villains can leave. Joker and Penguin, play these tricks on the gang. They, with Daphne, with Fred Gum and Daphne, making them see a bat, which is a mechanical bat, which Batman will, help get rid of later. Scooby and Shaggy stay, next to the boat. Joker does, these ghost tricks on them to get out, and Shaggy and Scooby run out of there. And Professor Flaky, Flaky finds out the button to get out of the cave. And eventually the gang, the duo, run into each other. Batman and Robin try to find, the dryad and the troll, but they find out, that they're in there, that Batman and Robin go into the hole. But Joker and Penguin escape over a secret elevator. So the gang says to, Professor Fuggy tells the gang to Batman and Robin he lied that it's really at the Gotham Rubber Factory. So, the mystery machine is up there first. But, Fred's like, okay, Shiny Scooby, you stay down here to, just because Batman and Robin show up or, Joker and Penguin show up. They're like, you know what, Fred, we'll just stay here, we'll go up there instead. Okay, well then if they fly up there, you better come, never mind then, and then Fred's like, jeepers. Scooby and Shaggy say, they try to eat what they think are donuts, but it's rubber tires they're eating. They do hear Joker and Penguin coming, But Professor Fuggy doesn't want to give the villains his suit, his flying suit, so he throws it down and it ends up on Scooby-Doo. Scooby almost flies in the air, so Batman and Robin try to save him with the Batcopter. And there's these air balloons of Batman and Robin and other, Hanna-Barbera characters like Fred Flintstone and Yogi Bear. Scooby gets on the Batman balloon to try to save, Shaggy saves Scooby, but it gets cut, and so with that, he ends up flying around, but they get saved eventually by Batman and Robin by, holding on to the bat rope on the Batcopter. Oh, and another one of Santa Claus too. The suit is controlled by these buttons, to go up and down and sideways. Scooby-Doo tries to get their attention, but there's these rubber tires on Fred and Dabney Wilmer's head, and Fred's like, thanks, Scooby. They're like, sorry, why, Since, Penguin and Joker, wanted so badly, Penguin tries to use his umbrella, as like a spear. It almost works, but instead it ends up hitting, the bat balloon, and the bat balloon lands on them. They get trapped. And Scooby, Penguin and Joker get arrested at the end and end up going to jail. Scooby shows up as handling suits, controls that, Batman's like, don't worry, gang, he knows what he's doing now. And he's like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and Scooby's just flying around in the flying suit, and that was pretty funny. And then that's the end of it. Yeah. So that was Scooby-Doo meets Batman. It's only 82 minutes long. It's very short, But let me give my final opinion on it. Yeah. Like I said, this was part of my childhood. Scooby-Doo and Batman, so to have them team up, I thought was great. Like I said, I used to have this on VHS when I was a little kid. When I was a kid, I always loved watching it. It was always fun to watch. Like I said, this was the time where Batman became like this darker. This is a time where this is like 72. So a couple of years after like the 60s show ended, because this Disney show I think ended in 1968, so about like 4 years I think into this. Yeah, I think Batman was like on Super Friends, so he still was a bit cheesy and corny at the time. That's what the comics were a lot of times. I mean, they were dark comics, but this is the time where Batman was like this, But either way, this was a fun watch. I love seeing them team up together, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are fine. The animation I think is really good. I don't think some of it has not aged well. Some of it, But I do like the voice cast. I think the voice cast is great. It's fun episodes where, Joker and Penguin try to cash in on schemes or whatever, and eventually, the Mystery Inc. team up with Batman and Robin to eventually try to stop them. But I like Casey Kasem as the voice of Robin. I think he did a good job. And the Joker and Penguin were good villains in here, so, Yeah, I really like the voice actor for the Joker. I thought he did a good job, He was like, hey voice, hey Pingy, hey Pingy, I can't do it right, but, but good voice cast and, good voice cast for the gang as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this. The animation was really good. It's very short. The stories are pretty good. I'd say the Cape Crusade episode where they're, going up the flying ship, I thought that was more funnier. The dynamic duo affair, I thought that was a good episode, but I like the Cape Crusader one better, But this was definitely, like I said, part of my childhood. This was fun to watch again. It's fun to see Scooby-Doo and Batman team up. Like I said, this was part of the new Scooby-Doo movies, the cartoon that came out in the 70s, where Scooby-Doo and the gang would team up with celebrities on cases, and stuff, or to go up against villains. A lot of celebrities, which I'm not going to leak that all up in there, but, but this was a fun watch. So, if you're a Batman fan, I definitely highly recommend it. Or if you're a Scooby-Doo fan, then I recommend it. If you're a fan of both, like I am, then definitely watch it. It's definitely good for your kids to watch. It's only 82 minutes. I mean, your kids would have fun watching this, If you don't want them to watch the darker version of Batman, like I said, when it comes to little kids to Batman, the way it should be the 60s show, and I would say this, Scooby-Doo meets Batman. If you want to introduce them to Batman, this is the way to introduce, little kids to them. Don't introduce them to Batman 89 or Batman Returns. Heck, or even Batman Forever. Batman Forever will probably be okay, but that does have some dark moments in it. But Batman Returns, no. Not even the Dark Knight trilogy, that might scare them a little bit too. But, go with the campy version first, if you're introducing your kids to Batman. But it's good for kids to watch. And for those two, I have fun watching it. Yeah, I still love Scooby-Doo. I'm not ashamed to say it, And of course I love Batman, I'm a Batman fan, always have been, always will be. But, I don't know what I can say about this, but good voice cast, some good stories here. This was just fun. And the humor works. I just love, Batman teaming up with Scooby-Doo and the gang. So, it was a lot of fun. So, yeah. Sometimes the humor doesn't have mark, and sometimes the animation. Some of the animation has not aged well, but it was 1972. So, and again, we just based off a TV series. So, maybe sometimes even animated shows didn't have big budgets back then, but they did what they could. And the hand-drawn animation is nice, and it's a fun watch. So, and I'm proud to have it for my, Batman media collection, or if you will, and also Scooby-Doo media collection. But Scooby-Doo meets Batman, this was fun to watch. My rating for this is 4 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up for Scooby-Doo meets Batman. So guys, if you've seen Scooby-Doo meets Batman, let me know what you think of it down in the comments down below. If you grew up watching this movie, watching this show, this TV special, whatever, of Scooby-Doo meets Batman, if you've seen, what do you think of Scooby-Doo? Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo? And if you've seen Scooby-Doo meets Batman, what do you think of it in your opinion? Did you grow up watching it like I did? And let me know in the comments down below. My rating for Scooby-Doo meets Batman, once again, is I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and my rating for this is 4 to 5 stars. So definitely a fun watch. I definitely recommend it if you're a Batman fan, or a Scooby-Doo fan, yeah. But Scooby-Doo meets Batman, a lot of fun to watch. So 4 to 5 stars, thumbs up. So, good movie, or good TV special, if you will. If you want to call that a TV special, yeah. But Scooby-Doo meets Batman. All right, guys. I don't know if I'll do any more Batman reviews this weekend, but the next Batman animated review, well, like I said, this as earlier in the video, this one inspired this movie that came out in 2018. Now I've never watched this movie, and of course it's got the cartoons on this DVD as well. this was the next review will be, next Batman animated review will be Scooby-Doo and Batman Brave and the Bold. So this will be the next Batman review. I don't know tomorrow. Like I said, I might be seeing Ant-Man. I don't know. It just depends on how the day goes and the time. It could be on Sunday. It could be tomorrow. So I don't know yet. But y'all just pay attention to the community posts. I'll post wherever I can to let you guys know when videos are coming out. You know, I always like to keep you guys updated. If I can the video, I'll do a community post. So always pay attention to my community post on my YouTube channel if you want to know about, you know, upcoming videos and stuff. But for now, Scooby-Doo, Batman, Brave and the Bold. This is the next Batman anime review. So stay tuned for this. Yeah. Yep. Alright, guys. So once again, my rating for this Scooby-Doo meets Batman, 4 to 5 stars. Thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. What do you think of Scooby-Doo meets Batman in your opinion? And I'll be looking forward to my review of Scooby-Doo, Batman, Brave and the Bold, which is also based off the Batman, Brave and the Bold TV series, which is another show, you know, that, you know, if you want to show little kids again the Batman, definitely check out Batman, Brave and the Bold as well, TV series. But Scooby-Doo and Batman, Brave and the Bold, this will be next. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.